Yes people, what's good? I am BA, back once again with another movie reaction. This week I've decided to react to The Naked Gun. Now I haven't not seen Naked Gun films in the past, but the only ones I watched when I was a kid was the second and third one. For some reason the first one always eluded me, so I've never seen it before. I love that really silly aeroplane Naked Gun kind of humour. So I thought I would check this one off of my list because I do love that classic comedy style, and Leslie Nielsen was an absolute legend. So yeah, I haven't seen anything to do with the first movie, so I am going into this completely fresh. Obviously I don't know the plot, but is the plot even important in a Naked Gun film? I don't think it is. So without further ado, let's check this shit out and see what it's saying to it. I've always wanted to have a shot on a camel. I've never been on a camel. If any of you have ever been on a camel and want to make me jealous in the comments, have at it.
Solution is not bold enough for Libya. I say, wipe out Washington and New York.
That's a very harsh leap there. If you're trying to negotiate and bring America to the table for peace negotiations, maybe don't wipe out Washington. Nebraska or something, sure.
A weak nation, of weak people. A people ripe for destruction. Cowards no longer willing to fight.
Imagine describing a nation as ripe for destruction. Holy shit, Leslie Nielsen can throw down. That was a little quick jab he had there. Shouldn't follow the hand when it starts to do that. They're up to something. Well, hi. Who says the guy can't have style?
I'm Lieutenant Frank Drebin, Police Squad. And don't ever let me catch you guys in America.
What's fucked up about this opening is, right, aside from the obvious terrorist humour, which is kind of a faux pas nowadays, is Leslie Nielsen to me looks youthful in that scene. That's the most youthful I've ever seen Leslie Nielsen. He always looks like an old man, granted, but he looks on the youthful side of old manishness in that scene, if that makes sense. I wonder when he actually got into films and TV and shit. Like, had he had a storied career from his 20s onward, or was he one of these people that got a bit famous later on in life kind of thing? I know there's a show called Police Squad which predates the Naked Gun movie. I've actually seen clips from Police Squad on YouTube. They were very funny. Oh my god. It's OJ fucking Simpson. I don't even know how to respond to seeing OJ Simpson on screen now. Technically, he's not a murderer, but then also, technically, he's a horrific murderer. Should we just pretend he didn't do it for the sake of this movie? If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
Throw down your guns.
You're a bit outnumbered here, OJ. I take it this is like the top bad guy. How does it feel, motherfucker?
Oh no!
As if wet paint would bother you at that point.
There he is!
No flowers, thank you.
Welcome home, Frank. Good work in Beirut. We all heard what you did.
That poor woman was so confused.
A man can hurt inside.
Frank, they're not here for you. Weird Al Yankovic is on the plane.
Oh shit, Weird Al. What's happening, bro?
What about the guy? You know anything about him?
Not much. Just that he's an Olympic gymnast, and it's the best sex she's ever had.
The worst information you could get.
Everywhere I look, something reminds me of her. Maybe it's just that cops and women don't mix.
Wonder what it could be referring to.
He's got a 50-50 chance of living. Though there's only a 10% chance of that.
Holy shit. OJ actually survived that onslaught. He's like some unkillable monster, like a Freddy Krueger, you know, the guy that chases the women with the blade. Never mind.
Where's Nordberg? He's right here, Frank.
Right. Nordberg. It's me.
Good observation skills for a detective there.
Get the switch on the bottom of the bed!
After knowing what he did, it's kind of nice to see OJ getting treated like shit in this movie.
Heroin, Frank.
You're gonna have to give me a couple of days on that one.
Well, at least he was willing to facilitate his friend who was in such horrific pain.
Who would do such a thing?
Oh, it's hard to tell. A blackmailer, an angry husband, a gay lover.
Oh, that poor woman.
Just think positive.
He's right, Wilma. But I wouldn't wait until the last minute to fill out those organ donor cards.
Fucking hell.
He's welcome back at Police Squad.
Unless he's a drooling vegetable. But I think that's only common sense.
Leslie Nielsen is telling it like it is, you know. It might not be the right thing to say, but it's not the wrong thing.
Nordberg said, I love you. He was telling you the name of the ship.
I realize that. Now.
You better check this out.
Seems hot.
You know we're in charge of security for Queen Elizabeth's visit. I'm short-handed already.
Oh shit, Queen Elizabeth's visiting. Americans have been able to use Queen Elizabeth as a plot point in their films for about 100 years. I'd love it if it was the real Queen cameoing in The Naked Gun. Something tells me it won't be.
No matter how silly the idea of having a queen might be to us, as Americans we must...
Holy shit! That is Tony Soprano's mum. No fucking way. Mummy Soprano in this motherfucker.
Indeed, it is for all the people who will be able to share in
That's quite a stream.
will be the Queen's public appearances.
Even worse, he's on live national television. A strange thing in comedy is that you think he's finished pissing, he's not quite finished pissing yet. Austin Powers did this same thing. Granted, not into a radio mic on live TV, so I think The Naked Gun both predated it and one-upped it.
Please disperse. There's nothing for you to see here. Keep moving.
Where'd they find Nordberg at?
Right out there, Frank.
So unnecessary. One thing that like this era of comedy has that modern comedy just doesn't have as much is a lot of silly visual gags.
I don't know, still kind of hazy.
How about this?
Yeah, I remember him. I used to see him around. Why do you want to know?
I can't tell you.
Well, maybe this will help.
20, I'll tell you nothing. 40, I'll spill my guts to you.
How about now?
All right, I'm going down to Ludwig's office. I'll find out if you're
Nice.
telling the truth.
A reverse bribe. It's nice to know $40 is everybody's buy-off price. It's quite reasonable.
Cuban? No, Dutch-Irish. My father was from Wales.
Oh. Sit down.
It's a magnificent office you have here, Mr. Ludwig.
That's another trope of Leslie Nielsen's comedy is like the misconstruing something someone is saying to him.
Reflects my personality. Like the Japanese fighting fish. Single-minded of purpose and deadly.
As a suspect in a case, best not to describe yourself as a Japanese fighting fish, maybe?
The gift from Emperor Hirohito. Unbreakable. Impervious to everything but water.
But water? It's a bit shit.
Did murder of one of your dock workers.
Of course it lands straight in the water. Oh no, the fighting fish.
Every vital organ. And the salt water preserved him.
I love how that was set up so simply as well. Like, he introduced the Japanese fighting fish at the start of the scene, then he picked up the pen, was like, what's this? Only impervious to water. Bang. Mix them together, you've got comedy.
Just 5 years ago.
Oh shit.
Profit per square foot. What's his name? Norberg been able to...
He stabbed the fish behind his back. That's genius.
Miss Spencer, this is Lieutenant Frank Drebin from Police Squad.
Hello, Mr. Drebin.
I knew the assistant would be a seductress. Kind of a seductress.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
I had a feeling there was actually going to be a stuffed beaver there. I don't know why. I knew it couldn't be that overt.
I carry a big gun.
Aren't you afraid it might go off accidentally?
I used to have that problem. I just think about baseball.
Fair play. Good delaying tactic.
If there is something illegal going on in this company, I need to know everything about it so we can root out any wrongdoers.
This guy's full of shit. Wasn't he the one with the gun in the shadows? He is completely in on this. Look at me furious that the villain in a comedy police movie is lying. You're full of shit, old man.
It was about 4 p.m. when I returned to police squad.
He never parks normally. He's crashing left and right. Oh no. He's the only guy whose own car can become a suspect.
But in actuality, makes quite a handy weapon.
Nice, I want one of those.
We call it the Swiss Army shoe.
No, don't need the rest.
Let me demonstrate on it.
Why?
I definitely want that cufflink.
Why don't you take a pair, Frank?
Well, actually, I could use another pair of cufflinks.
Good, I think you'll like them.
Oh my god, in Frank's hands, these are never getting used on an actual target.
I can't see anything.
Use your open eye, Frank.
Oh, yeah, I can see it now.
The old looking through your closed eye.
The Queen arrives here the day after tomorrow.
I really hope they have a fake Queen Elizabeth in this movie. Oh shit, he's got some assassin bracelet. This is some MK Ultra shit. That is a good technology. I've always wondered how far they went with the MK Ultra program. One of the strangest conspiracy theories that ended up being true was there was an MK Ultra program. Things like the lab in Stranger Things and shit like that are probably influenced by the true stories of MK Ultra. I'm just curious as to whether or not they had some success with assassins, and if so, if they were actually able to mind control them. I believe they were raising assassins. I don't believe they were able to achieve mind control.
I must kill Nordberg. I must kill Nordberg.
Kinda makes you a more obvious assassin when you announce what you're going to be doing.
Follow that car!
Right, Stephanie, check your mirror. Signal.
Oh no.
Now pull into traffic.
Well, this is gonna be interesting. You can do it, Stephanie. We believe in you.
Now put it in reverse.
Wow, that was close.
Extend your arm. Extend your middle finger.
Oh, legendary.
Nothing to see here, please! The attempt on Nordberg.
It's a beautiful fireworks show. Everything to see.
Who is this character in the hospital? Why was he trying to kill Nordberg? And for whom? Did Ludwig lie to me?
Oh wow. Visual gags are something that really needs to get laced into modern comedy more. Granted, it's hard not to make it silly and comedy has become more subtle, but I would like to see a return to comedy as silly as this.
But my night was just about to begin.
I bet you this is the secretary. Nice switch there between actors. I'd like to think that was Leslie Nielsen, no stunt double. I knew it! I knew she'd be here. They always send the seductive secretary.
Mind if I slip into something more comfortable? There. That's better.
Just another suit.
Interesting. Almost as interesting as the photographs I saw today.
I was young. I needed the work.
No.
That poor woman.
This world is such a violent place.
If it wasn't, I'd be out of a job. Be back on the circuit riding motocross.
That was a cool former job you had, Leslie.
Oh, I loved her, but she had her music. I think she had her music.
Nice to know he was paying attention.
The girl dies in a tragic blimp accident over the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day.
Good year.
No, the worst.
Again, I love it when he mistakes someone's sentence and answers with some complete nonsense.
Why did you have to be so wonderful? There's something I ought to tell you.
No.
Has he broken her that quickly?
Funny face.
That is all it took. She has been wooed. Okay, That is just ridiculous. Funny, but very ridiculous.
Something tells me I'm into something good.
Holy fuck, whoever was actually riding that horse took that like a champ. What a stunt woman.
So I asked to see her next week, and she told me
You would never be laughing that much after having seen Platoon. The double clothesline, they'd make quite a tag team. Make sure you get that single now.
You take a chance getting up in the morning, crossing the street, or sticking your face in a fan.
I wouldn't say it's taking much of a chance sticking your face in a fan. It's guaranteed to fan your face. That was quite a stakeout. Oh, nice. American Express for the win. Give me that debt and door access.
Bingo.
Yes, it was in fact bingo. You didn't have to make that audible, but you decided to, and that was your choice, Frank.
20 million deposited at Manny Bank, Zurich, upon proof of Queen's death?
Oh shit, they're killing the Queen now. Is he gonna have to grab the penises to get around the building? Leslie Nielsen sure had fun filming this movie. He looked like he was going to give that statue the most aggressive blowjob you have ever seen. I swear, it's so creative, they never run out of ideas to continue the visual gags. It's like fucking A Clockwork Orange.
Arson, sexual assault with a concrete dildo. What the hell were you doing there in the first place?
Never mind any of that, why did you try and kill Tony, bitch?
It's ridiculous. Where is this evidence?
It's so strange, she was very much older when she took the role in The Sopranos, but she's still got some of the micro mannerisms of facial expressions while she's acting that she did in The Sopranos.
To a stop. They're rolling out the steps, and any minute now we expect the doors to open.
Ah yes, the Milk brand of milk. My favourite milk.
Jane!
Frank.
I'm just looking for dinner. Are you hungry?
Man, these little touches they add just completely make this movie for me. It's the unexpected shit. Like, some jokes you see coming, but then they throw in things like that that are so unexpectedly hilarious. It's genius. Oh, wow. Alright, Jason Voorhees, calm down. Hey, well at least it's a real Queen cake. We might be getting a Queen body double in this movie, but the cake is authentic as fuck.
You think we were born yesterday? You didn't do anything, huh?
I've got rights. Look,
Look here. He's got a picture of your wife.
So silly, but so genius. Silliness and genius. I know there's a fine line between insanity and genius, but there's also a very fine line between silliness and genius.
I am warning you. Get off my back. I promise you it will cost you dearly.
That was very threatening for an innocent man.
Funny face. I don't know what you're talking about.
My stockyard meeting, Butterwings. Or don't you remember setting that up?
Butterwings, what a name.
Pop me another one, Snooky Lumps.
Oh, he knows how to talk sweet to a woman.
By the way, I faked every orgasm.
Oh, fuck. I love the dialogue in this movie.
Elizabeth II.
Here we go. How does she look? Is it the real Queen? I doubt it. No, it's a shitty double. I wonder how the royal family took things like this. Like, you know, did the Queen give her go-ahead to be in the Naked Gun movie, I wonder? And have Frank slide up the table with her split-legged?
It's disgusting the way they splash this stuff all over the newspapers. What is journalism coming to?
Oh my god. Oh, and they changed position for that one. Wow. Definitely a good picture for the front page though. And the centerfold.
What about you?
I like cops.
They were all wanting a shot.
I'm a very lucky woman.
So am I.
Yes, you are. You are a very lucky woman, Frank.
I'm sure Her Majesty will enjoy this game, Jim.
Oh yeah, the Queen loves horse baseball. It's the key to an ever long-lasting life. I mean, if she didn't live to 97, she would never get to see the end of the game. The rednecks just occupying the Queen's royal seats. That's not how the Queen waves. The Queen does a wrist rotation wave. Like that. Without the click. I don't know why I clicked. It'd be weird if the Queen did that. Oh, good day. Stop it, Queen. You're showing off now.
I am the head usher. I'm here to... Excuse me.
The judo chop. The classic instant knockout of any 80s movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the California Angels and the city of Los Angeles...
Is Leslie Nielsen gonna have to do some opera singing? He doesn't strike me as a soprano. You know who does? The judge lady, who tried to kill Tony. Okay, now he's going a bit off tone.
Is this an official bat?
That old trick. Again. I've been fooled with it once in my life, but never twice.
Whoops.
Oh no. Talk about getting caught with your pants down. What the fuck? Holy shit, they couldn't CGI that. That was a real stuntman taking a tiger mauling. Jesus Christ.
Queen of England, ready to toss out the first ball.
Holy shit, that was a knuckleball. Now he's getting into this shit. That was the best dance ever. That was a move right there. Toe behind the back knee into a spinning crouch. Where'd you learn that shit outside of the Shaolin Temple? Uh-oh. It was the picture. Can never trust the fucking picture.
I must kill the Queen.
We've all been there. We've all been there, mate. He's got his Robocop walk down pat. Nice, good tackle. Inadvertently started a ruckus on the field, but still, good tackle.
He saved the Queen's life.
Just like you didn't to Tony.
Palazzo!
They're all mistaken him for the opera singer. The swap to the dummy there was so unnecessary, but so beautifully done. And his shot actually worked this time. Good aim. Oh fuck, he's so dead. And in case there was any doubt... made sure to get one of those steps on the back of his head. Oh fuck, they're activating more devices.
Two people don't amount to a hill of beans, but this is our hill. And these are our beans.
Never heard that phrase before.
I love you, Jane.
Frank.
Wow, he was able to overpower the wrist activator. That is true love.
I'm sorry that I yelled at you yesterday.
Beethoven there with a little cameo. Okay, and that was The Naked Gun, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, the original Naked Gun, what did I think of that? Well, I will say, like I said, I've seen clips of Police Squad episodes on YouTube. I've seen The Naked Gun, the second one I believe, and I've definitely seen the third one. So, this was the only one left that I hadn't seen. And it really is a throwback to a bygone era of comedy that just isn't used anymore. I don't know why. Does it feel dated in places? I guess, but a lot of the jokes are still so hilarious, it makes me wonder why silly visual comedy and just silly comedy, which borders on genius, isn't used more often nowadays. Comedy has evolved into a very subtle art or gross out art, but there's never just pure silliness throughout the entire film anymore. Things like this from America and things like Monty Python in the UK are truly a dying breed. And I've got to say, I cannot wait for a revitalisation of this type of comedy. Specifically, the really ridiculous, unnecessary visual gags and the really ridiculous, unnecessary misconstruction of conversation, which leads to just completely ridiculous answers here and there. Both of these things, like they were used in Aeroplane, they're used in, like I said, Monty Python, and a lot of American comedy from this era, but it just died a death over the years, and I wonder why that is. Did people get tired of it? I know Leslie Nielsen went on to do things which weren't as funny in the future. Like, I think I watched his Dracula spoof and I didn't think it was that good. And there is a few other things, you know, that were done later on which maybe helped bury this style of comedy for a while. But it just goes to show, like, I was laughing. If you can make someone laugh and you were a comedy, you are doing your job and it's not era contextual. So I'm really curious as to why they don't bring this style back, and I'd love to see this style brought back done well. Leslie Nielsen, of course, is an absolute legend in comedy. Rest in peace to Leslie Nielsen. He did so many great things and he truly emphasises the jokes. He plays his part perfectly as the dim-witted police officer, somehow managing to still save the day in amongst all his stupidity. This guy can't even park a car, but he can save the Queen from assassination. Now, I will say, outside of the Naked Gun sequels and Aeroplane and a few other things, I really haven't seen much comedy like this, as good as this. So if you guys know of any films which share this style of humour, but I may not have seen before, feel free to comment down below, because I'd love to react to more comedy in this style in the future, because I really do rate it when it's done well. It's very easy to do comedy like this badly, but that the same could be said of every genre of comedy. It just takes a clever writer and to understand what borderline's too silly and what's just perfect to get a laugh. Sometimes too silly will get a laugh, but it just requires a very clever writer to pull this off properly. A lot of people love the Scary Movie type parodies. I thought the first one was okay, but everyone after that just wasn't that good. And that's an example in places of when writing like this is done pretty badly, if you ask me. Scary Movie 1 was good, but it did rely too much on direct scene spoofing. And when you're spoofing direct scenes, the gags almost seem obvious, like of course they're gonna do this ridiculous thing when that scene's being spoofed. This creates its own scenes and its own comedy without relying on spoofery. Obviously as a whole, it's spoofing, noir and police shows, but it's not directly ripping things and then just putting a slight comedic twist on them. It's truly creating its own scenarios. But all in all, I have to say this is a great comedy. As long as something is making me laugh, it's doing its job at the end of the day, and I found myself laughing throughout this entire film. So yeah, I'm pleased I finally got this classic ticked off of my list. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below and share this around to anybody you think might want to watch these movie reactions along with us in future. My Patreon link is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to my blog, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to on YouTube. So consider becoming a patron, it helps me and my channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.